Yo, what up? It's your boy Cody, man. And today we're going to be talking about the GOAT himself, Kendrick Lamar, dropping 2 diss songs against another GOAT himself, Drizzy Drake. And, today I just want to talk about some things that fans are talking about and things that I feel like other media personalities are missing. And, I just want to chop it up with everybody today, man. So we're going to talk about these 2 songs. And, Kendrick Lamar, he dropped a song called Euphoria. It was honestly a good song in my opinion. It had an amazing beat, but to be honest, he didn't really say much. And most people would agree that the song was okay, but it wasn't nothing major because it was mostly all old news. And to be honest, the beat was fire, and that's really why it would have a lot of replay quality. But as far as everything that was said, there was nothing really said. He talked about how Drake wants to be black, and he talks about what would happen if they were beefing. And of course, he said all the things that have already been said in beefs before with people that Drake have beef with. And that's mostly why that song didn't really have the oomph that it really needed. But if we're talking about it being a good song, I would say that it's a good song. But, if we're talking about in general, I would say that it was, kind of mid for a Kendrick song. But since Kendrick doesn't really drop music like that, it's very exciting for everybody. And it was exciting for me to listen to it too. But, I feel like after a week, things might die down. But who knows? Maybe it'll still be going up. And if it does, shit, I'll probably be listening to it more than I already have. But as far as, me thinking like, oh man, this is going to like take Drake out, I don't know about that right there. And, like I said, I don't really want to talk about all the things that Kendrick said that have already been said by other artists like Pusha T, Meek Mill, Joe Budden, Common, anybody that he might have been dissed by before, because that's not really what I'm going for. I'm trying to really hear what Kendrick has to say and what Kendrick's problem with Drake is. And, mostly the only thing that Kendrick really had to say about Drake in that Euphoria song is how he's just not black enough and how Drake doesn't really want a problem like that. But they already have problems because Kendrick done already dissed him in that motherfucking track. But we're going to talk about how this nigga motherfucking dropped that shit and all the fans started going really, really crazy. It was really kind of crazy, and it didn't really have the hype that people thought that it would have. So, Kendrick went on ahead and dropped the goddamn 616 in LA. And if you know what 16 means in Canada, that's like Canadian Father's Day, And everybody knows that Drake used to have some problem with his dad and shit, but Drake is cool with his dad now and shit, so I don't really see the dynamic or how that really matters. But Kendrick fans are going to take that and they're going to run with it and make it be like, oh man, it's so funny he's talking about his dad. But it's like, all right, cool, you're talking about his dad, but shit, it's just a play that the Kendrick fans can use. And I think it's a good thing. If you're going to use it, then use it. And if people are going to run with it, then let them run with it. But that really takes me into my next point and my next question, and something that I want to know if other people have realized. Like, do y'all not realize that Kendrick has used his fans and made them fall right into his hands to join a motherfucking purist cult, bruh? Kendrick dove deeper, no Diddy, into Drake not being black and trying too hard to be so. And I'm like in the first verse, bro, being mostly about how pure Kendrick is and how he kisses his kids goodnight every day because he's so pure. But in reality, bro, this nigga just don't drop music and isn't dedicated to music as much as he thinks he is. And that's the reason that he be at the crib every day, Doug. Fuck that. But the fans are going to run with that. And that's honestly, it don't matter, because if it's working, it's working. But I'm not even a Drake, I'm not a Drake stan, but I'm just here to ask the questions, and I'm just seeing if anybody else sees what I kind of see too, bro. But Kendrick Lamar also goddamn just had all this animosity towards the success that Drake had and the ambition that Drake had, that to see himself not also reach those heights and also be able to do the things that Drake did made him so upset that he just had to come like that. bro, for real. And of course, you have academics. Kendrick Lamar went at academics because he was hinting that he was part of Drake's payroll and everything, but everybody thinks that Ak is part of Drake's payroll, you know what I'm saying? And who knows, he could be, but I don't know. I mean, maybe he is. But I don't think that really matters because it's about you and Drake. But if Drake is going to be using Ak as a weapon, then I think that does matter. But, you know what I'm saying, who cares? Who cares? It's about Ak goddamn doing what he's supposed to do as far as covering the stuff. And right now, Ak isn't being too biased or anything, so we're not going to talk about him. But people really do think that he's part of the payroll. But you know what I'm saying? That's just another way that Kendrick was fooling his fans with a bunch of fast words, but ultimately saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick Lamar says that his moves are calculated. But to me, the only calculation that he's been doing is by giving the fans some music and making them dive in and taking the beef into another place that would ultimately rewrite history, bro, because everybody tends to forget how Lil Wayne is the one that gave Kendrick Lamar his first big look, and how motherfucking Kendrick Lamar also got one of his first big looks by being on Take Care, but nobody wants to talk about that. And we can talk about that at a later date too. I'll talk about that. I'm going to make a video on that. But that's really a point, bro. Seeing the success that Drake has had has ultimately made Kendrick bitter and such a hater that he has dissed him after all the years of being helped by him. And it's honestly crazy, but some people are starting to believe or bringing up the possibility that Kendrick started this beef to fund the PG Lang label due to losing half of his proceeds to the top blood triple OG of California himself, TDE Top Dog, which is something that Drake was talking about when he talks about dropping Give Me 50, which is on the Push Up song. But, you know, no one wants to talk about that. It's Kendrick's week right now. He's running the entire week, but I'm pretty sure that Drake won't be talking about that either because that's out there. But some people are saying that, you know what I'm saying, Kendrick is just doing all of this for numbers. He's trying to make a bag and everything. And, you know what I'm saying, he did just start a new label. So maybe he's trying to make that bag so that he can fund the PG Lang label, you know what I'm saying, because, you know what I'm saying, Triple OG of California, TDE Top Dog, Top Blood, you know what I'm saying, he definitely was making sure he got his bread, you know what I'm saying, dropping Give Me 50, you know what I'm saying. But, you know what I'm saying, the lyrics from both of those songs that Kendrick Lamar dropped, Euphoria and 616 in LA, they both were ultimately saying the same things, but you know the difference from Euphoria compared to 616 is 616 had no plagiarism, which, you know what I'm saying, Euphoria had a lot of plagiarism in half of the song. And you know that's partly why the song 616 in LA is coincidentally half, you know what I'm saying, the length, because half of the song wasn't plagiarism and he was actually just talking about things. But in neither one of those songs did Kendrick Lamar decide to defend his wife, which is honestly crazy because Drake has been going kind of crazy at his wife, you know what I'm saying, Whitney this, Whitney that. I didn't even know that his wife's name was Whitney, but shit, I do now, you know what I'm saying. But let's keep rocking, you know what I'm saying. All of these things have been really popping off. And, you know, Kendrick Lamar says that he's learning all this information. And the reason that Drake's tracks have been leaking is because he has a mole in his camp. And Kendrick Lamar is saying that that mole works for him. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick Lamar being in the crib all day, maybe he ain't got to step outside because he got a mole coming back to the goddamn trap, getting cheese. He giving out the cheese to the rats and everything. You know what I'm saying? He's saying that the shit on Drake gonna make Gunna look like a motherfucking angel. So shit, who knows? Shit, maybe he do got a mole in his camp. And if he does, Drake, you need to do some digging and motherfucking figure out where the fuck that shit is, because that's crazy. But you know, this is just another play into Kendrick being able to use, you know what I'm saying, his fans and use culture and his privacy as a defense, and purists and Jay-Z historian philosophers as a weapon to let the lame no-lives finally have a chance to wreak havoc across the internet. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to give you the definition of a purist no-life Jay-Z historian philosopher. The definition of a purist no-life Jay-Z historian philosopher is a nigga that's trash at video games, don't go to no social events, don't get no bitches. They blame their problems on other people and have never liked Drake or anyone that has ever had anything to do with him. You know what I'm saying? They like Kanye West because Kanye West don't like Drake. But they all think that motherfucking Yeezus was a trash album. But Yeezus wasn't really that trash of an album. It was just an album that goddamn Kanye was trying to experiment with. And if you can accept that, then you can accept that Yeezus ultimately wasn't really that bad of an album. He just shouldn't have never tried to make it seem like it was one of the best albums. But you know what I'm saying? Kendrick uses all those things as a weapon. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick having a top-notch catalog and making J. Fold throw the white flag without even responding and dropping 2 songs on Drake in the same week, breaking records and all that, and having Drake fans wondering what will happen has honestly been real crazy. And I really want to know what everyone thinks about it. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all think that The Weeknd and Metro shut your whole ass up and make some drums, nigga, have been motherfucking paying Kendrick and motherfucking hooks and beats for future PG Lang artists, and that's the reason why he's beefing at Drake, trying to get him knocked off, because The Weeknd and Metro Boomin couldn't do it and he needs some money to fund that label? Or do y'all really think that Kendrick Lamar thinks that Drake is really trash and he really doesn't think that Drake deserves this top spot, and Drake ultimately is going to step down from that top spot because he's nothing compared to Kendrick Lamar, because Kendrick Lamar is the GOAT, let's not lie? But what do y'all think? And just let me know, do y'all think that Drake will respond? Will his response be good enough? You know what I'm saying? Because Kendrick is top notch, you know what I'm saying? And he came back to back, just like how Drake's track is back to back. He did that. So y'all just let me know what y'all think, man. This is your boy Cody. This is my first video, you know what I'm saying? So let me know what y'all think. I definitely appreciate all the critiques. Let me know if this shit trash. And also let me know if y'all think this shit is wrong, what I'm saying. But, you know what I'm saying? I'm just a fan like we all are. So like and subscribe. I'll see y'all niggas next time.